Welcome back. I'm here with my friends and Alpha Kappa Psi brothers, Jeff and Rebs. We just made some spanakopita. It's in the oven. And now we're going to be making vegetable kabobs and tzatziki sauce.
What sauce?
Tzatziki sauce.
Tzatziki.
It's kind of hard to pronounce, tzatziki sauce. But basically you use Greek yogurt, some cucumber, dill, lemon juice, and that's basically it. But first, let's get started on these vegetable kabobs.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to get 4 metal skewers. If you have wooden skewers, that's fine. Just make sure to soak them so they don't burn in the oven. And you're going to cut an onion, white mushrooms, and a red pepper, each into 16 pieces. It's pretty easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, these mushrooms have already been pre-washed, so they're white mushrooms. I'm just going to take my paring knife and cut them directly down the center, and we're going to get a total of 16 pieces.
Mm-hmm. And so here we're just going to use the rings in the onion. You could take the small rings out because that really won't give you that much to work with. I'm kind of just going to cut this.
And we're going to take our red pepper, which has also, we cut the top off already and scooped out all the seeds on the inside so it's nice and clean. And we're going to cut this into 16 pieces. A little confused at first how I was going to do this, but we're just going to take it, cut it into 4 rings, and then cut each ring into 4 pieces, just like this.
The red peppers are my favorite peppers.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they're so good.
I know. I love them. Oh, and make sure when you're shopping for peppers to get a nice long pepper because, as Reb said, you need to cut it into 4 rings, so it's pretty important. Okay, so basically with the onion, you just kind of break apart the pieces. It's really easy to get the pieces out. And, you know, as I've said before, I don't really like raw onions so much, but we're going to have this in the oven for about 20 minutes, so it's going to get really nice and soft. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I like the ends of the pepper. They're the best part, my opinion.
I don't really like eating peppers raw. I always like eating them after they've been in the oven.
Oh, I love them raw.
I guess like if you're at a party or something like that and they have peppers out with like ranch dip, I like that. But
I prefer them in a stir fry.
Ooh. Stir fry's good. Teriyaki sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have a little bit more than 16 pieces here, but I'll just give you guys some and let me know if we need any extra.
So we're going to put this all
There
on.
we go. Yeah, so Jeff and Rebs are going to assemble our kabobs, and I'm going to get started on our tzatziki sauce. All right, so as I said before, the base is a Greek yogurt. If you've never had Greek yogurt before, the consistency is kind of a combination of regular old plain yogurt and sour cream. I'll just take off the top to show you. It's really, really nice and creamy. And we're going to do all this in a food processor, but if you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender, which is also really cheap to buy. Or you could just make sure you really finely chop all of the ingredients and you'll be fine. So I'm just going to take off this top here and scoop this into the top. And Greek yogurt's also a really great snack because you can get it low fat. It's very low calorie. And there's a lot of protein. This one container has 15 grams of protein in it.
Wow.
And that's kind of really important for vegetarians. If you're not eating your beans or nuts or tofu and things like that. Okay, so don't worry if it gets a little messy. But this sauce is something that I've always loved. It's something that every time I go out for Greek food with my family, we always order extra to take home.
Yeah, it's like a
I
staple.
could drink this stuff. It's such a staple. It's so good.
I think that's the stuff that they give you sometimes if you get a Greek salad with like the pita and everything. That white sauce, is that? Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
it.
I had that
That's
for
it.
dinner last
Well,
night.
now I know what it is.
It's so good. So all you need is a baby cucumber, not too much. And you're just going to take a spoon and scoop out the seeds. You don't want seeds getting in there because they're kind of watery. And the food processor is going to kind of blend the yogurt together, and it's going to make it a little less thick than it is. So we don't want to be adding any more water to it from the seeds of the cucumber. So basically just scoop it out. I learned this. I work at a restaurant at home. I'm a waitress. And the prep chefs do that. I think it's really cool. It's really easy to do.
Oh, you know what? That reminded me of a restaurant that I go to at home called Greek Corner. Melissa, have you ever been there?
No, what town is it in?
It's in Franklin Square on Long Island, where we're both from.
We're both from Long Island, yeah.
I'm from New Jersey, so
Jeff's
I
from
can't
New
relate at all. I
Jersey,
can't
so
relate.
that's why he's kind of sitting in the middle, but he can't really
Sorry.
relate. It's okay.
So we finished putting our skewers together. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a little bit of Colavita olive oil, and we're just going to drip a little bit across. Hope I'm not putting too much. Is this good, Melissa?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you're just going to get the olive oil in there, and don't worry about getting it all over because in the middle of the cooking time, it's going to be in the oven about on 350 for about 20 minutes. You're going to flip it over just to make sure everything gets really coated and all that, black kind of stuff that shows up at the bottom. That's where all the flavor is, so We're gonna make sure that all gets in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm just really roughly chopping some garlic. I have 2 cloves in here, kind of to cut the sweetness of our tzatziki sauce. And you just pop it in there. The food processor will take care of the rest. And I'm just gonna pulse this together. Put the cap on. Oh, the cap's already on. All right, this looks great. So this sauce, what you're going to do with it is that when you serve it up with the spanakopita and the vegetable kebabs, just serve it with the tzatziki sauce, and the yogurt just tastes great. And I know in a lot of like Moroccan foods and some Indian foods, they also use yogurt. It's kind of to cut the spices.
It smells
sometimes in food.
refreshing.
And yeah, it's
Really
really
good.
refreshing with the cucumbers and the lemon. It just tastes beautiful. So
Well, now that we finished, I put some salt and pepper on the kebabs, and we're just going to take the finishing touches, squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. We're not going to use that nifty squeezer that Jeff likes
That's my
so
favorite
much.
thing.
We'll have to go in for your birthday.
yeah.
But just a little, give it a little zest. Okay. Not too much. Okay, and there we go. We're going to put these in the oven.
Yeah, so just put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. We're going to get our spanakopita out of the oven. It was in the oven for about 55 minutes, and we'll be ready to serve. We'll see you in a minute.
Yum.